got a party going on all the directions. Hello and welcome. It is certified personal trainer Beth Rockwell from the Next Fitness Thing coming to you live, along with some special guests, at least one special guest and one familiar face. Not her face, actually, though. We'll talk more about this. But welcome to the Next Fitness Show. Glad you're hanging with us. If you're with us live, thank you so much for taking time out of your day. Please be active in the chat and let us know what's on your mind. And do all the things if you have not done so already. So subscribe to our YouTube channel and like the videos and share the videos with those that you love and would like to be a little healthier and have some fun with us. And what else? Oh, hit the notification icon, the bell, so that you make sure that you can get notified whenever we get something new on there. Normally, Alexis, our fearless leader, CEO, also certified personal trainer, and Jackie of all trades, as I remind you, she is with us, but she's not going to be on camera. Alexis, we know, is dealing with a family medical issue. And Alexis, we send you and your family all the best, but thank you for doing your part on the technical end of things. Really appreciate that. And before we get any further, I want to introduce our guest, because you know her, you love her, team, if you take classes with us. The lovely and talented team leader Anna is with us. Yay! Newly crowned team leader, I might add. Anna, it's so great to have you. And you're going to be with us for the whole show, right? You got time? We love it when the guests can hang out for the whole show. That is the best. So we're going to be talking about what you are now doing with us for the Next Fitness Thing. And you can chime in anytime you like. And I'll be calling on you every once in a while to see if you got anything on your mind. But I'm glad you're with us and glad you were able to join us live too. So cool. All right. So a little bit more housekeeping before we get into the thick of things here. We also on this show are going to be answering a question from the TNFS Mailbag. Thank you again for everybody who sent in questions for us. You can do so at tnft@thenextfitnessthing.com. Today's question is something that may apply to a little bit of everybody, I'm thinking. It's a very common scenario that we're going to be talking about. So hang on for that. We, of course, have some opportunities to get off your bootay and get a little movement in with your mid-show stretch break and the move of the week. Those two are often quite nicely interconnected, and today that is no exception. We are going to chat other things, including some cool stuff coming to the Next Fitness Thing, of course, some big announcements, and then that's pretty much the plan. So thank you for joining us again, and if you're catching the recording on this one too, thank you as well. We appreciate you checking in however you can, but we always drop the big announcements. Now the custom is to do it live here. So if you want to be in the first news first situation with the Next Fitness Thing, be here with us live, and you'll be the first to know all these big things. And we got something big coming up later on too. Yay. Okay, so without further ado, let's get to our chat with the lovely team leader Anna, joining us from New York State. So happy to have you with us. And what's it like on the East Coast right now?
Oh, where I am right now in the Adirondacks, it's raining. Yeah. It's terrible.
Oh, well, rain happens. San Francisco, we've got a little bit of sun, but it's chilly, so hence the hoodie here. Anna, thanks for making some time for us. So we always like to dive into a little bit of backstory when we have teammates, and in your case, a team leader, join us. So tell us how you found your way to the Next Fitness Thing and kind of what your wellness and fitness journey has been, because you've been active before you even joined us, I know. So
yeah, so I grew up being involved in a lot of different physical activities, from dance classes to gymnastics. I wasn't very good at gymnastics, but consistently downhill skiing was just something that I excelled at. In school, I played soccer, but my school was so tiny that we didn't have to try out for sports. It was, we need people, come play.
Show up and you're on the team.
I wasn't very good, but it was fun and I was consistent. But
that's what counts.
But after I graduated from high school, I did a lot of Zumba, so a lot of dance classes. Ooh. And joined quite a few gyms, and I needed a lot of structure. That's what I'm after. So I joined a previous platform, and that's how I found a lot of you guys. I'm definitely not the most athletic individual.
You are what you are, and you're awesome. So,
but definitely diving into the dance classes, diving into yoga, strength training, that's been something I've been very solid with, which of course helps me with my ability to ski both downhill and cross country. So it's been a lot of fun.
That's amazing. And we're actually going to talk a little bit later. We got a tip of the week that is going to tie in nicely with what you just said about skiing and working out for skiing and all those things. So, yay, thanks for bringing that up. You mentioned that you need structure, consistency, and the like. Biggest challenge that you have when you're trying to stay consistent with your wellness, and how do you get over it?
My biggest challenge is being so busy that I'm exhausted and I'm like, I just want to take a nap on the couch. But
We've all been
my way
there.
of
Yep.
but my way of
And how do
being
you get over it?
consistent. Yeah, well, I'm huge with FOMO, like the fear of missing out and really missing out on the live classes. Like that's definitely what keeps me coming back. And like during the weeks where it's just utter chaos and I'm like energy, that's when I actually am all the time in Alexis's class, 7 p.m. Eastern. Uh, that keeps me grounded quite a bit. But yeah, the FOMO with the live classes, that's what keeps me coming back.
Maybe you could get out your FOMO roller and do something there too. Because I mean, even if you don't do anything like anything quote exercise wise, you can like give yourself a little massage, a little foam roller. You can grab a stretch. You can grab some yoga. There's always something you can do, right? And I'm that way too. It's just like even if I have a little pocket of time, I will drive from my gym. I'm not walking right now because I'm doing for a hip thing, but I'm walking a little bit. So it's a 10-minute lap around my favorite lake in Golden Gate Park, not far from where I live, and then I go home and I do my thing and I feel so much more equipped to get through the rest of the day. You know the feeling, right, Anna?
Yeah, well, I also have my two dogs who are rescues who are just about to turn 2. And like that's
Oh,
why I do a lot of the walking classes. It's the best excuse for me to get out and like do a class, like multitask, tire them out. It's great.
it's Canine Fitness Month. So, yes, double duty on that one, and double duty, maybe, because you got two dogs. So, DOODY. Never mind. Anywho, what is, I'm going to continue. That didn't happen. What is your favorite thing, if you had to pick one thing, about our awesome TNFT community of teammates? And by the way, the nextfitnessthing.com is where you go to find us if you haven't found us yet. All right. So, Anna, favorite thing about our
The,
community?
the level of support, 100%. The level of support. Like with trainers, just having that support of like, oh, I'm not really good at arms. Like push-ups are a struggle for me. And when I'm able to tell a trainer, like, okay, like this is gonna be interesting, knowing that a trainer is not gonna judge and knowing a trainer just wants to help you. And then if you reach a milestone, having all the teammates support you. Like for me, I so respond well to positive reinforcement, and it's just the support is reinforcement galore. It's great.
And we try to keep it positive around here, not just the trainers, but the teammates as well. And we just have the best bunch of most amazing, loving, supportive people that are lifting us up right now as a blooming company and entity. And we would not be here without our lovely teammates. And everybody's in it together, and everybody's so supportive. It's not competitive. It's just all love, and I love that. By the way, Casey is in the chat. Hi, Casey, another one of our TNFT team leaders, by the way. And Casey says she audibly groaned on double duty. So I get it. I internally groaned myself. So Anna, what else? You, as I mentioned, you're joining TNFT as part of our new team leaders program. So that's teammates who have been upskilled, shall we say, to lead live walking classes on our schedule. And you have something really cool planned with your classes. So how did you get involved in the team leader thing? And then what do you have planned for your time?
So I got involved because it was my way of giving back. I recognized all of the time and dedication that the trainers so far have put into the next fitness thing. And it was my way of giving back when I saw it was a time where, like, oh, like I have an opportunity to step up. Okay, like this is the least I can do. So it's true. So that's the big reason why is I wanted to be able to give back, but I also wanted to help build the community. And that's kind of what I hope to do.
Brick by brick, you are helping us out. So you are leading walking classes for us now, and you and Casey have something special planned. So can we divulge that? You want to talk about
Yeah,
it?
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So good thing I gave her a heads up because I was like, hey, we're gonna go live with this. So Casey and I have decided to team up and we're going to put together the Next Fitness Thing book club.
Hi.
Yep.
Beautiful.
We
And
had
yeah. Go ahead.
We had noticed that during a lot of the live classes, whenever books came up, like for Black History Month, so many people were talking about books, myself included. And I was
Yeah.
like, this is such a great platform where we can unite people even further. And even if it's not just physically reading a book, or like if you're a Kindle person, or if you love to listen to audiobooks, whether that be like I've mentioned Spotify and like my classes this past week, but also Libby, it's a way for anyone to be able to read or listen to a book. And then ideally, at the end of every month, we would have a live class where we can talk about it and share our thoughts. And then obviously, Casey and I do work. So far, we're planning on every other month, one of us will be leading the class. So it'll be a lot of fun.
That's beautiful. We're always trying to expand our repertoire with our walking classes, and you just up the ante for us. So thank you. Well, it's been a pleasure talking with you, but we're not going to stop talking with you. We do have some other business to take care of. And again, you're welcome to hang out and chime in anytime you like. But that was awesome. I appreciate that. So I think it's mid-show stretch break time. Before we get to that, though, we have some more action in the chat. Alexis is telling us, Kelly, hi, Kelly says, accountability partner, Anna. Hello. There you go. And Casey says Anna is the genius behind it all. Ooh, spreading that admiration society around. Very nice. Okay, so mid-show stretch break. It is exactly the halfway point of this show. Basically, I always want to say class. It's a show, but it's kind of a class too. All right, your stretch break this week is a standing twist. I love this exercise, this stretch, this warm up, if you want to refer to it as that, and they let her in again. She won't go away. I don't know. But this is a standing twist. This is a warm up for your entire body, from your shoulders to your chest, to your spine, to your hips, all the way down to your calves, ankles, feet, and everything. So you notice this demonstrator is standing up nice and tall, shoulders down away from the ears. And those of you who are watching right now, you better be doing this with us. I'm going to get out of my chair and follow myself, I think. So follow. And Anna, you're doing it too? I hope so. Okay, so shoulders are down. You're nice and loose with your arms. You're rotating right around the central axis of your spinal column. And the footwork is really important on this one. So you want to keep your feet soft and light. You want to lift onto the ball of your foot and lift your heel behind you as you twist. Anna's doing it. I love it. Sweet. Okay, so the footwork is really important. If you do this twist flat-footed, you could jack up your knees. And we don't want you to jack up your knees. So the softer and lighter your feet are, the better. But I love this move so much. I do this a lot myself when I'm warming up on my own. So, yep, Anna's nailing it. So I hope my other peeps that are watching right now, teammates and future teammates, for those of you who haven't joined us yet, I hope you love that and got a little blood flow maybe. If you were sitting a little too long, that can happen. So yay for the standing twist. So we will revisit a little twist later on in class for our move of the week as well. All right. So Anna, standing twist, yay or nay? Yay, big thumbs up. All right, sweet. I'm going to grab a little bit of a beverage break, if you don't mind, really quickly. There we go. Okay, standing twist is done. We are now going to head on to the mailbag. So again, if you have any questions, health, wellness, fitness wise, or just because you want to know something about us wise, we're okay with that too. You can send your questions into TNFT rather, dot the next fitness thing dot at the next fitness. Take two. TNFT at the next fitness thing.com. Hi, I'm live. How are you? So here we go. We're dipping into the mailbag. And wouldn't you know, this week's question comes from Casey. And Casey, thank you for this question, because this one comes up all the time with us trainers. So Casey's question is, how do I know when something is uncomfortable but okay to keep doing versus something I shouldn't do and or should see a doctor? This is a big one, team. Obviously, if there's something that hurts, that's a sign that something is going on that your body's not happy with. So there's a difference between hurt and work, I'm going to say first off. So if you're working through an exercise and it's challenging and you're struggling or maybe shaking a little bit, that is your body's way of letting you know that you've hit your peak intensity and challenging yourself. That's what you want to do by the end of a set of bicep curls, for example, just because you can see me doing this on camera. You should be shaking a little bit. If you're carrying heavy enough weights and you have good form, you should really feel that shake creeping in by the end. If not, maybe you need to slow down your repetitions or grab some heavier weights. Now, that said, if you have workout soreness, the DOMS, as we call it, delayed onset muscle soreness, that can happen 24 to 48 hours after a workout. Usually with a little TLC, you can get over that within a couple of days. So that's hydrating, that is stretching, maybe getting some foam rolling, go for a nice easy walk, especially if it's a lower body issue that you're feeling sore. And we've all been there, that like the day after a lower body workout, and I'm sure for you as well, is it's like you go to take care of business, and you try to sit down on the toilet, and it's like, ow, 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 ow. But that subsides ideally. If for the other side of this coin, you have pain that lingers for maybe a week or more. If it's severe pain, obviously you want to stop what you're doing right away and be kind to yourself. You probably want to, we as personal trainers can't give out medical advice. I'm going to say that straight up, but you can ice a joint, for example. You could rest, you could elevate. If you maybe sprained an ankle or something, elevate that joint to, let it heal and keep it from getting swollen. But your body will tell you that something's not right. We need to get this checked out. So if it fades after a couple of days, generally not a big deal. You might want to take it a little easier on your workouts. But if the alarm bells are coming on that like, no, this isn't right, you don't want to push yourself, because if you work out an injured ankle, I'm just going to say, for example, you could make it worse, and then it's going to just set you back on your workout journey. So take the time that you need to rest, take the time that you need to recover. And then once things are starting to get better, ideally, you could be able to start lightly back into your routine. You don't want to go full tilt boogie with what you were doing until you're sure that you can take it. And Anna, if you have anything on this regard, like I'm sure you've been through this at some point in your life as well, that you got something that's like doesn't quite feel right. How do you make that switch to modify? What does your brain tell you to do? Or your body?
Yeah. So for me, most often, it's one of my knees. It's just sometimes I'm just having a rough day. Like I think years ago I stepped on it wrong. I don't really know. But I know that if it's feeling a little sensitive during class, that's when I won't use it as much. I tend to use the other knee and I let it rest, and usually within a day or two it's fine. More recently I had the best day of skiing all season, which the East Coast, it's had a rough season.
Yeah, so I heard.
But I had my best day of skiing this past week, and I skied way longer than I usually do, which is until the crowds get crazy around noon. And I was like, forget it. Like, I'm going to keep going. This is fun. And that night I was like, oh, stairs? We're not friends right now.
Oh, snap, stairs. Right. But there's always something that you can do, even if you're laying low. And we're about to the end of our time on this segment, but I just want to remind you about this. If you are wondering, well, what do I do while I'm recovering? Say it's your lower body where your issue is, you can still work upper body. You can still work core. You can still stretch and foam roll and yoga. Like I mentioned earlier, maybe find some poses that work best for you that don't aggravate that part that's offending you. And there's always something you can do. And meditation, there's some great pain meditation classes available. And in fact, I've done one myself here at TNFT. So that can help you. The mind-body connection can also help you recover as well. So I just wanted to get that out there. But Casey, wonderful question. We could have gone on for days on that one, but we have limited time. So thank you very much. And again, team, if you have any questions to send to us, I'm going to get the address right this time. TNFT at thenextfitnessthing.com. There we go. Okay, so now we're moving on to the move of the week. As we mentioned earlier, the standing twist is a stretch, but it's a dynamic stretch. It's kind of a warm-up motion. This one is a little bit deeper into your workout, quite likely. It can be challenging. And Alexis says in the chat, Sharon says, when you're recovering from something, no max pohang. We've developed kind of a typo-based vocabulary in our walking classes regarding max pohang. So I forget, we can never figure out what the origin of pohang was, but that came out and it's stuck in our vocabulary. So no max pohang while you're trying to recover. Thank you, Sharon. RD Sharon B, by the way, that is. All right. So the move of the week now is a core move. We did the rotation on the standing twist. That's a beautiful warm up for this move. This is a Russian twist. We got trainer Rosie in the house on this one. Yay, Rosie, a beautiful Lake Tahoe in the background. So Rosie has a weight on this one. You could, of course, if you're doing this for the first time, start out body weight alone. So maybe crossing your hands over to opposite shoulders. So the first thing you want to do, seated on the floor, is feet down, sit up tall. Then you take your lean back into this position. So you're starting here, you're coming into just until you feel your abdominals, your six-pack area, your rectus abdominis engaged. That's where you want to hold their lean. And then you're rotating through your shoulders. Again, just like the standing twist, you're trying to stay centered, is the word I was going for there, around that central axis of your spinal column. And Rosie is adding on some extra resistance with the dumbbell at chest height. And now you got some options here. If you hug the weight in tightly towards your chest, not like super tight, not like you're going to squeeze somebody like a python, but if you hold it in close to you, it's less of a lever to work with. So if you were to extend your arms out longer, you'd have more to control. And that would make it more challenging. If it ever gets tough and your arms are extended, you just pull it right back in, and that takes some of that lever length off. So it's a little bit easier when your appendages are closer to your body. Now, if you're looking to up the ante on this one, challenge-wise, Rosie's feet are down. You could theoretically balance on your sits bones, on your booty, and lift your feet off the floor, and then rock that twist. So if you're going to try that, I would suggest doing it without weights first, just to know you get the hang of it, or the po-hang of it, Sharon. And then you have all these levels that you can do this at. So long arms, short arms, feet down, feet up. And Anna, do you do the Russian twist here, or are you're not a fan of these? I want to know.
I mean, they're not my strength, but I do them.
You do them? Oh, well, that's awesome. Well, okay, what don't you like about them? I want to go in for you on this one.
Oh, arms and abs are not my strength. Like, as last week it was mentioned, push-ups. I was like, push-ups, what? But with Russian twists, like, abs are not my strength, but I still do it because I know it's good for me. So I usually just have a 5-pound dumbbell, and then I don't go as far back. I modify it a little bit, and I breathe through it.
Don't say just 5 pounds. That's 5 pounds extra than your body. Take credit for that 5 pounds. There you go, Anna. All right. So that is the Russian twist. It is a wonderful core strengthener. And again, if your back objects at any point, you, again, like Anna said, want to come up a little higher in your posture and not lean back so far. But side to side, twisty, twisty. Exhale on each twist as well, by the way. So you really get that extra little credit from your breath connected to your ab motion. So yay. All right, so the Russian twists are in the books. Thank you, Rosie, by the way, for giving us that video. That was a sweet video. So now it's announcement time, and we have a couple of things that we want to make sure that you are aware of. Number one, we're nearly to the end of week number 1 of my Go Strong, Live Long Strength Training Challenge. It has been amazing. Y'all have been giving me some really wonderful feedback. Thank you for your support. We have so many peeps that are reporting in after these classes. It's like, ooh, that was tough. I'm really feeling it, but it was awesome. And y'all are awesome for putting in the challenge for yourself. You can still join us, by the way. If you have not joined us yet, we have all these classes on replay. We've only done 2 classes so far. The third one is going to be later on today as we're with you live. We have 3 levels at which you can join this challenge. The bronze level gets you all 12 of the basic classes live or replay, whichever version you need. There is the schedule of classes: lower bodies Monday, upper bodies Wednesday, core and cardio Friday. For the premium level peeps who join at our silver or gold level, you automatically get all 4 of our Limber Longer stretch classes, which go live on Saturdays. That's 11 a.m. Pacific time, and also recorded for the library. And here's what you get with all of those levels. Some of them have swag. Some of them have a private training session with me. Some of them have extra material that you can learn about strength training. And whatever level your budget can afford, we would really appreciate you coming along for this ride, because it's going to be good for you to be strong for life and do all the things you want to do. So go strong.thenextfitnessthing.com. There's the swag. Look at that cute muscle tee. Look at that sweet looking water bottle. So if you join at one of those upper tiers, you get your swag included, although they are for sale a la carte in our merch store. If you do not want to join it in the upper tier, merch.thenextfitnessthing.com, you can still get your swag. All right, so I think that's it so far on that one. But yes, that challenge is still going. And by the way, it's in alternating days for May the 4th be with you 5K challenge. So if you're looking for strength training for those of you, and cross training for those of you in the 5K, yeah, you can get that on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday for your cardio, and then Monday, Wednesday, Friday live at 4 p.m. Pacific time with me. Funny how that works. Casey says, I've been loving it. Yay! Casey, you've been rocking it for everything I've seen. Yes, and that's another reminder for those of you who are not familiar with what we do with the Next Fitness Thing. You have the option to turn your camera on if you take a class with a live trainer. And so we limit our class sizes. It's not like some big, humongous app that has 37 bajillion people working out and the trainer can't keep an eye on you. We can keep an eye on you and give you advice on your form and shout you out when you do something amazing. And Anna, you've taken a lot of live classes and you've been on camera for many of them. Talk a little bit about the on-camera experience and what you think of it.
I kind of got drilled, like in previous experience, the weights to have your form in check, just because it'll help with the alignment of everything. So for me, I love when I have my camera on, because then I can know if my form is right. And if it's not right, I think my most favorite part is when a trainer has feedback to help you with your form. It's not necessarily like, hey Anna, like you're doing this wrong. It's all right, if you're finding it looks like this, try this, because more than often than not, someone on demand is doing the exact same thing I'm doing if I can have a little bit of improvement. So
exactly.
That's how I keep my camera on a lot.
Many is the time a teammate has told us that they took a replay class and they got a cue that somebody had in the live class. And it's like, oh, wait, I'm doing that too. Yes. And they improved their form and it just dominoes from there. So awesome. Erin is in the chat. Hi, Erin says, I am loving the Go Strong Live Long Challenge. Thank you, Erin. My arms and upper body are still feeling Wednesday's class. You're welcome. So it's cardio and core later on today for those of you who are going to be with me. The other announcement that we want to pass along, this is something big, and I've been talking about this all week in class. This is something that we've been working on for a while here at the Next Fitness Thing. We now have on our Next Fitness Thing website, thenextfitnessthing.com, a community section. So we have a whole dedicated page that has all kinds of information at your fingertips on that lovely TNFT community that we were talking about earlier in class. So it's where you can go. Here it is. Look how pretty this is. So this is where you can go to find information on joining our Next Fitness Thing service team, like Anna said, stepping up and helping us do what we do. And we gift you a 6-month membership free with us, by the way, if you join the service team. Hello. The Next Fitness Show, there's a link. Well, you can go right there and find this show. How about that? You can also find the link to our Facebook group there. Our community events, we have one coming up later on this month, our Earth Day Eco Walk. It is next weekend as we come into you live, Sunday, the 21st, I believe is that date. And then TNFT scholarships. This is the big thing. So we want to bring fitness to anybody who wants to join us, whether it's in their budget or not. So as part of our Next Fitness Thing service team, some of our peeps who have joined our service team to help us out with various tasks that help us grow, thank you, we would not be here without you, have purchased their own membership, but then they get this 6-month membership as part of being the service team. So they have donated that 6-month membership back to somebody else who might not otherwise be able to afford joining us. So we are going to be kicking off in earnest finally, it has been a long time in the making, our Next Fitness Thing scholarship program. So there's a button right there. You can apply for the scholarship. Just send in your email and your name, and then we'll get you that scholarship application. And then you, when you are chosen, assuming that you are chosen, you will get to continue on for 6 months membership with us and get all of the benefits of that 6-month membership. So this is really exciting. It's our way to pay it forward. And there are a lot of peeps out there who just don't have the access to what they need to get them healthy, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, nutritionally, all the things. So I'm really, really excited that this is finally a thing. And Anna, you've been through a lot of service team things. And how are you feeling about this? I'm stoked.
Oh my gosh, this is great. Like, oh, I'm so excited.
I cannot wait to get some new peeps in here who otherwise wouldn't have been able to join us. And we are here for you. We love you. And we want everybody to join us no matter what your budget allows. So yay for the service team. Thank you for helping us put that together. And yay for the scholarships and yay for the community page. So it's the nextfitnessthing.com/community if you want to find us there. All right. Woo! Okay, we're getting to the end of this. We have one more thing to do, and that is the tip of the week. Now, yeah, I forgot the book club. Oh my gosh, yes, this is a reminder again about Anna and Casey and what they're putting together for the book club. So one more plug for you, Anna, if you want to go for this.
Yeah, so we're doing the book club, but also I know in some of my classes and some other classes, there are fans of true crime in this community. So I don't have set classes yet as far as when I'm going to teach and if it's going to be consistent, but I will post in the Facebook group if an upcoming class of mine will be true crime based. But I'm very excited to be able to broaden the topics that we talk about here and throw some fun stuff into the mix.
There you go. Beautiful. All right. Thank you for that. And facebook.com/groups/the next fitness thing for those of you who have not yet found your way to our Facebook group. And that's where we all hang out and the community just shares and cares, and all the announcements go in there as well. So, okay. So the final thing is the tip of the week. And Anna referred to this earlier. So this tip is train the parts that you need to do what you love. Look at that. Anna's lovely family out on the ski slopes. And Anna, tell us what you do to train to help keep you in ski shape.
Yeah, so I'm really not a fan of cardio unless it's dancing. I'm not a runner. But I really do like to get my heart rate up, like the strength and cardio 25. I really enjoy that. I really enjoy squats. I know burpees aren't great, but I do sing Alexis's song of "We love burpees." Ugh.
Yay! Oh, you change it up to do a groan instead of a yay. I see where you're going with that. Oh my. And Alexis
Yeah.
heard that right here, right now. Okay. So see Alexis say yay in the chat. So Alexis knows she created it. We love burpees. Yay! But y'all have something that you love to do in life. You ideally want to train your body to be able to do those things. One thing that I love to do off the top of my head, walking, and when I'm able to, hiking. And I need strong hips and a strong core for that because I'm going up and down hills, maybe, some ankle stability and mobility to kind of navigate rough terrain, things like that. So I train those things. And you might be into, let's say, tennis. You gotta work for that. So you need to strengthen through your shoulders. You need to work your core, all those things. And so you find the exercises that help benefit you during your activity of choice. And that way you're going to be able to do it for as long as you want to do it. So find that thing and go with it. All right. And we got a lot of options here to help you out too. Okay. We're getting into the end of this. Anna, one more time. If you want to shout out your true crime podcast, I would love to hear from that. Okay.
Yep. So I host a once a month true crime podcast. You can find me on YouTube and Spotify at Books, Booze, and Murder. I co-host it with my best friend. We both love to read, so we talk about a book. My friend pairs it with a cocktail, whether it be boozy or not boozy. And then I cover a true crime story, and she's never heard it before, so I get her live reactions, and it's fun.
Cool. Very nicely done. Okay. So look for Anna's podcast, listen for it, I should say, and look for Anna on our class schedule. Yay, Team Leader Anna. Thank you so much for being a part of the Next Fitness Show. You are welcome anytime, you know that. And it's going to be great to have your classes populating the schedule. All right. Thank you again, Alexis, for running everything behind the scenes for this one. Love to you and your family. And thank you to all of our teammates checking in either live or on the replay of this. And again, one more reminder for you. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. I know you've heard me say it a million times. It's really important. It helps us grow. So then share your videos, our videos with the ones you love, like the videos, comment on the videos, all the things, get the notifications so you know whenever we put up something new, and you will never miss a thing from us. And that, I believe, after we high five it, Anna, you got a high five for me? Yes, she does. Boom. All right. So let's get you on out of here. For those of you who are with us live, I will be with you in about 2.5 hours to teach some classes. So you're welcome to join me there. Otherwise, catch me on the replay library. See you when I see you. Take care. Peace out. Have an awesome weekend. All right. Take care. Bye. Let's dance it out together. Yeah. Hey, Anna's dancing. Awesome. I hate to dance alone, so